Welcome back, my bloodsuckers, to another episode of Vampyr, and we are continuing on with the story. We need to go ahead and take the medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient's room. So the last episode, my god, we had a lot of difficulty with that boss. I did cut the video, guys, obviously. I didn't want to do a shitload of deaths. Actually, there was like 2 or 3 deaths, I think. Maybe it was like the 3rd or 4th time that I actually beat that boss. So yeah, patience, Kylie, is something you need to learn. So we leveled up and we obviously got the materials we needed to make this nice, helpful serum. Well, not serum, actually, medicine. Medicine is the correct term. That's why I was getting muddled up in my menus about where I should be going. Oh, hello. I don't know you. Not spoke to you.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
And you are?
I am
Chill
Thoreau
out.
Strickland. Dr. Thoreau Strickland.
Don't get a hard
I'm
on.
a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Maybe we can work together.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories at first
I
approach.
don't want anyone stealing my
process
ideas.
is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain...
Ah, okay.
empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
Oh,
I am
Jesus.
honored to have the
I've
opportunity
got a
to work by
hardcore
your
fan.
side.
I'll give you some advice, but understand that nothing beats practical experience, which can be exhausting and solitary work.
Of course, sir. And don't worry, I will never allow myself to be a burden, neither to you nor this hospital.
Fair play.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
He's like a little puppy dog. If he had a tail, it'd be wagging right now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy?
Oh no, Dr. Reed.
This is an RPG game.
But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Oh, nice. We got a new investigation.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Not surprised. It's never ending. Okay, we've exhausted all of them, and... oh! Here we go.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
I want to know now.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Well, yeah. People lie for various reasons, but that's a good reason, to be honest, to protect his children.
This personal involvement...
But it hasn't helped him in the long
a
run.
lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I should probably use my vampire powers more to see if there's anyone I haven't spoke to be honest. It actually tells me how much experience I would get if I fed on them right now. Oh, hello, there's somebody in that room, unknown. Maybe I'll get to investigate them a little bit later. Okay, so where's Dorothy then? It's saying in here. Oh, there we go.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
I totally
You've worked your
pillaged
first
the
miracle,
place.
Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to
That's what I'm
report to
here
Dr.
for.
Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Okay, diseases. Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status.
Reads me like a book. Never could keep anything.
It's kind of dark when you think about it, because it's like, yes, I will save this citizen, then I will get to know them so that their blood becomes excellent quality, and then I will lure them to a private place and feast upon their blood.
Always knew the words to calm the children.
Very dark. Right, okay. Let's speak with this lady first.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Flattery will get you everywhere, lady.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Spared no expense.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Ho ho, nice.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients
What?
here are of
Women
humble
learning?
origin, if I
Oh,
may say so.
blasphemy.
Thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
She likes to repeat that. Spared no expense.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Oh, the riffraff.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Oh. Pippa saves beds for patients who can pay. Oh dear, pretty face, but up to no good. Pippa isn't what she appears to be. Pippa, if you turn out to be evil, I'm so drinking you dry. Just saying.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll
Shouldn't be
talk to the
paying for
people involved.
beds in
I
a
don't
hospital.
expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Right, that's it for now.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Okay.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Mortimer's such an amazing name. Press R1 to check the medical status of the citizen. Healing a citizen will increase his blood quality and will reward you with experience. The health status of the district will also improve. Oh wow, okay. So actually you can gain experience by healing people as well. That's awesome.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Nice.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
So I think he's healed? Or he's on the way to being fully healed?
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
You will talk to me, damn it! We must communicate. I'll let you get some rest.
I'll let you get some rest.
I'm not going to be a prick anymore.
Doctor.
Sweet. Okay, so... God, she would give me a lot of experience straight away. 2,600 experience. So I now need to go and talk with Swansea. Blood temptation. Remember, citizens' blood will provide you a massive experience boost. Look for citizens of your mesmer level or below and choose wisely. And what if you don't want to chomp down on any citizens then? You've just got to keep healing people.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
So let's list the ways that I can earn experience if I don't want to chomp down on citizens. Fighting other vampires or creatures of the night. Fighting other hunters. And also giving medicine to citizens as well. I think there's a couple of other ways that I get experience as well, like just random stuff. Like it's minimal though. Minimal really. Like I've only got 470 built up. The best way to get experience seems to be drinking actual blood from citizens. Right, should I go upstairs then?
Please, Jonathan, come in.
To be or not to be?
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate
Can you
frontier.
stop stroking that skull, please?
The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a
He's
gift from
delighted
heaven.
with this outcome. This is no gift. I'm a living paradox. Your words bring comfort. I'm not going to be a dick. Let's have a look at his details a second. Oh, I haven't unlocked any hints.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
He wants to be on a first name basis. I think he might be hitting on me.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Okay.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather
Lady
indelicate
Ashbury.
correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Impossibly delicate.
I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Oh god. Okay. Right, is she going to be the love interest, I wonder? A rat in the hospital. Now, that's strange. That's a strange title for the quest. Considering she's the benefactor of the hospital, why would the quest be called A Rat in the Hospital? Unless she's not what she seems. So she's going to be outside.
Too much energy for so little.
Come on, be a sexy babe. Oh, there we go.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Oh, she
Good
is
evening,
very
Dr.
pretty.
Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Yeah.
You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed.
I was going to say, is that the same woman that we met when we were fighting Bishop?
You're a vamp... The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed.
She's gorgeous,
Allow
guys.
me to introduce
Is she
myself
waifu?
formally
Let
this
me know in the
time.
comments.
My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
I feel played. Swansea fancies vampires. I'm just gonna go with I'm glad to see you.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
Not
I
yet.
hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
I'm here to help you. Patients have given you trouble. I have questions about vampires.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Okay.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Okay.
What are your expectations?
The plot
Please be
thickens.
precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and hopefully learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Well, she wants to use and abuse me, and I'm fine with that.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Not wrong there.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment
In more
this
ways
matter
than
is
one.
eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true? I'll take care of it. Well, it is awfully coincidental when we know she's a vampire. I want to ask. This could ruin any chance I have of her being waifu, but I'm going to ask.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
I need blood too. I just need information. It is only logical.
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist.
I called it! I did say, does he
I'll take
think
care
blood
of it.
transfusion will be
Do you
the
know
cure
where I
to
should start?
vampirism?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
But first we've got to help her. Right, so it looks like we're going to have to practice being a vampire now with our mesmer abilities. With our mesmerizing abilities. Right, okay. Talk to Harriet in the hospital. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna nip up to my room because I might be able to buy one more skill, I think, by sleeping.
It's locked, all right.
Went to the wrong room there. Oops. Let's just go to the workbench a second and check what's available. Did I upgrade this in the end? Actually, no, I didn't, because I didn't have the materials, did I? I can upgrade that though. And I will because I actually quite like this. Trophy, work in progress. Okay. I wonder what happens if you level it up to the 3rd level. Can you go back and add these skills on still? Or not? Or do you have to add them on first before going to the 3rd level? I'm not sure how that actually works. Let's go over to the guns. I'm not using the guns. Not even sure how many bullets I have actually. Let me just check in my inventory. So I have no serums. Right, 0 of 8 bullets, 0 of 18. I mean, it is the thing of I could equip the guns for a period of time, and then when I run out of bullets, I could switch back to the Liston knife. So it could be worth my while, actually, doing that, because if I go over here... Is that refilled? Oh. 2 of 6. And then 0 of 18. Yeah, it doesn't let me... 6 of 12. Right, okay. There we go. I'll just leave it as that. Let's sort out my skills then. That's weird though, because you guys saw that I had to actually equip the gun, then go to the box and refill for me to actually get the ammunition. So I had to do that twice for both guns. Maybe I was doing it wrong, I do not know. Okay, I've got 720 experience. I need 1,000 for the spear skill. And I think I need 1,000 for this. No, 600. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Maybe increase my blood capacity. There we go. Maybe just again. Level 8, nice. So I'm happy with the weapons and skills that I have at the moment, but I think next I will save up for a new skill. Major district events. Every night the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the district health status. It can also be degraded due to diseases spreading among citizens. The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If a district's health status drops below the critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. It is for you to decide a district's fate. Okay. Right, it's fallen to stable, apparently. Right, she's fatigued. 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 Not sure what he is. I've actually not met him yet. Fatigued. So I need to make some fatigue medicines. So let's go over to here. Because I think I had a shitload of ingredients for that, right? Yes, I do. Right, I can make 3 of them. So I can go and give this to 3 people that are fatigued. So I'll have to remember that I need to do that on the next episode then. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here, guys. So I am intrigued. Talk to Harriet in the hospital. Continuing a rat in the hospital storyline quest. Also, let me just take a quick look over here. The harder they fall. Wrong target. Now, they were level 14 and level 18 enemies, so I've got to wait a while for that. Missing ingredients. Reach the pharmacy. I have no idea what level I need to be for that quest. That is definitely one of the downsides of this game. It doesn't say what level you need to be. So I could get there and then it's like, oh, level 25 enemies. Actually, I can't take this on yet. So I don't know. But anyways, guys, I am enjoying this game. I'm going to try and be more patient with the combat. I'm going to try and get good. But I'm having fun. I'm liking the story. Hopefully you guys are too. Don't forget to like, comment, favourite, share, and of course subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I look forward to reading and replying to your comments. Take it easy, guys. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye!